Day 2 of the Cavalcade, and this is breakfast. The dust coming off Ned. If you watched yesterday's video, you'll know how dirty and dusty he was. This is getting in my teeth. This is getting everywhere. Buddy, ew. That is very crunchy in my mouth.
And there you go again. Storm once again having a pretty good snooze, but Ned sort of joined in on the not too bothered this morning, so we'll see if day 2 is a bit better for him. Not that he was terrible yesterday, just that he was a little bit squirrely.
You should come video the botflies on Ned.
Oh, is he full of them? We did see some botflies last night. Oh yeah, Storm's got them. I don't know. Yeah, you guys can see that. I'll have to get a knife, but there's not that many on him. Maybe a handful. How many's on him? Oh no. And he's got the long hair too. That's sticky. Yeah, we saw one botfly last night laying an egg. Well, eggs on a horse, and I guess they're around. We don't really see botflies that often in New Zealand, so cool. Great, we'll get a knife.
Ned's been pretty good. Morning 2. Storm's been excellent. Just got word that our horses at home have left on the transporter and one of the new thoroughbreds has shown up. That's pretty exciting. And we're going up some hills today apparently. Do not spook. Do not spook. That looks cool. No spooking. Gathering up my reins. Lol. Which was honestly low-key stressful. A lot going on, it got a bit crowded. Now we're riding with some cows. I don't know if you can see them. Very hard to actually see when I'm videoing. Ned's still being good, which is good because he wasn't this good for this long yesterday. And Storm's still being super good too. Storm, Jamie, and some hills.
Katie's been doing the morning, but there's it from Storm's perspective. Ned's been good, like really good to be honest. Very green, like still doesn't really steer, and every time Katie moves or does anything, she gets this like wicked head flick. But as long as he's just doing his thing with no influence from the rider, at least today he's happy enough, for now at least. Today's gonna be a longer day, so we'll see. I would rate Storm as like a little bit more intense, but he's not being bad. He's just very, very awake this morning. He's fresh. Wait till we go up a hill, then we'll see. Having a little break. We've been going for a little over an hour, maybe an hour and a half. There's the classic head flick from Ned. Storm's trying to use his red ribbon butt as a scratching post, but other than that, we're pretty good. I think like previously when I've taken harder to ride horses, this was the worst bit, is that we do take a lot of breaks with these heavy wagons. So standing still, if your horse doesn't stand still and gets all wound up by it, gets real old real fast. But yeah, these horses are pretty good.
Storm's got the gentle wound up. It's been okay. Okay at best. And Ned's real puffed. He just walked up a small hill. And he's been alright. He hates a gap. If there's a gap between us and another rider, he gets a bit weird. But other than that, he's alright. heading in for lunch, I think. I presume.
Yep. I would say so. Horse is hot, 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 hot.
Hot, hot, hot.
Hot, hot, hot. Radiating heat. I can feel his hotness through my socks.
Footsies.
My foot is breaking thanks to Edward.
Update. Not lunch. Da-da-da. I don't know if you guys can see.
Maybe you can hold him for a second while I go put my jersey in.
Few technical difficulties here with Storm. I'd say that he's mostly completely lost it, but still being alright. The rears and the backs and the broncs are very small.
He's
But
non-threatening.
non-threatening, needs just walking, and here we are, prancing, dancing. Been a bit silly. Lunch. Before was not lunch, but it was only another 20 or so minutes until lunch. This is our lunch spot. Beautiful gorse. I think that would be where we were yesterday over there, looking at that big beautiful lake, and then Mount Cook is around kind of behind these hills. We're pretty lucky. Big thanks to the farmers for actually letting us come on these farms and come up here. I think this is an airstrip. Definitely up pretty high. Lunch.
Back on. Gearing up to go. My lens is dirty. You put chaps. What?
Who?
Everybody else is getting back on. I'll get a picture of you in front of the scenery. Come on, Stormage. Him? Yeah, he's better today. Working it out.
Going downhill. That loud sound, if you can hear it, is the brakes and the wagons. Ned's head tosses back. Oh, he rears. He rears just a little bit. Yeah, Ned can rear. He can do that. Doesn't like standing still. Even though everybody else is standing still and that's what we're doing. Yeah, going downhill.
After lunch now. Storm's had mostly a change of heart. Probably prompted by how far away everyone else is from us. I don't really like when everybody follows us quite closely. And Ned's done a small handful of very tiny rears, but is otherwise being good. He just doesn't really like it when the herd mentality kicks in and everybody else is not quite directly in front of him, although, I don't know. Sometimes everybody's also stopped and he's kind of like, I'll just rear. I don't know. Funny guy, he's very green. Storm's good now. I know we keep saying Ned's a bit green, Ned's a bit silly, but I thought maybe I'd get a bit of a video of it. This is because we're being followed by ponies in wagon. which is fine. Like, that's part of this trek, but he just doesn't really love the wagons. They're okay in front of him. He likes following them. Most horses do, but he's not really sure what to think when there's wagons following him. I don't think he'd make a very good cart horse. Again, like, this isn't nasty behavior. It's just stress, and then yeah, occasionally it turns into rearing. Like, it could be nasty behavior with the wrong riding, essentially. He's just got to learn that it's okay.
Ned's starting to come down after being stupid for about 40 minutes. That's just all sweat. He's just dripping in sweat. Nobody else's horses are sweaty, but that's what happens when you're just being ridiculous for about 40 minutes, an hour. I don't know. I've given up. Lost track. Really, really, really incredibly annoying. You know, especially because, oh, there you go, he's spooking at nothing.
Ned's getting a lot of education in today, I would say. He has really good moments. Like, right now he's really good, and then he has really high-strung, sort of jig-joggy, sort of reefy, head-throwy, reary moments. And then he goes back to good. And the storm's been great. So yeah, all in good fun. 20 minutes since I took my last video, and Ned's pretty much done that most recent tantrum. He'll probably make it to home without further drama. Just learning. Slowly learning.
Water break. It's 3 p.m. We've been here before, so we're probably what, like 20-ish minutes from home. Ned's still being a bit of a tosser, but I think that's unfortunately just his personality. Storm's alright. It's pretty chill. Just turning into camp. Storm really can't walk fast. Ned, on the other hand, still tossing his head, but really can actually stride out quite well.
Home now. Storm rates pretty highly at the beginning of the day, and like 10 towards the end of the day. It's just a little blip in the middle where he was like sitting real low. Ned can't see me, so he's being ridiculous. Yeah, so I think probably average he's like a 7. And Ned?
I don't know. He's gonna have to stick with a 4.
4? Yeah, he was going really well, and then he was just kind of like, I've had enough. Here comes the head twirl, here comes the rearing, here comes the bronchies. I don't know what he's neighing about. He actually neighed a lot on our way in last time too. I don't know. They're just happy to be back.
Good. He's probably gonna get like an 8, and then he just had to ruin it.
Yeah, well, he's green as grass. Not as this grass. A lot greener than this grass. Anyway, day 2 done.
Dinner, burger, plain. That's okay though. Food's food.
Oh no. This is why we're doing dinner.
The dinner, the burger I showed you and said that food's food is really dry.
It's definitely food though.
Really dry, but
Thanks anyway though, Linda, Katie's mom, who made us the burgers.
yeah.
Probably better if we had brought literally anything to put on them.
Yeah.
Anything at all.
Cheese alone's just not
Well,
good.
I put some coleslaw on there, which made some difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, boiling some water to do the
Hot water.
dishes. The dishes washing station here. Very advanced, very high tech.
It's like no water in it.
The hot water is still
Give me the warming water.
the hot water is still coming. It's really windy all of a sudden. This is getting grosser in here every day. Who knows what it's going to look like by day 5. I hate this cooker. Said that before and I say it again. We're not friends. Horses. Storm somewhere. Oh, he's kind of behind that wagon. Storm just gets his hay on the ground so he can eat as much as he wants, and Ned's got it in a tiny whole hay net, and I've had to patch it. Probably about 8 holes in it now this week.
Katie's over there attacking Blair's Clydesdales. He doesn't really like when they get plaited. She's got ribbon today too. So they're going to be very, very pretty. And other than that, we're ready to go. Shorter day today. We've got a friend coming who wasn't otherwise going to come this year, so that's cool. We'll see her soon. And then we've got like a barbecue and a bit of a party with a band tonight. So we're getting early today so that we can get cleaned up for that. Have a shower. So enthusiastic about it. Wow. She's like a Christmas present.
For the year's birthday. I'm not amused.
She's so enthusiastic. She says, I sure am gorgeous. Summer over there, 100% asleep.
That's a bit rough to say to Michelle.
Hey now. Oh wow. So pretty. You've done so well. Aw, so pretty. They're like, great. I'll run you over. Great. Wow. Katie's got like the weirdest outfit. She's got the red pants, the vibrant green collar, blue shirt, red hat.
Because the chafe on my bum is extreme. That saddle, we should zoom in on that saddle.
That saddle?
Not comfortable.
No. It looks comfortable.
For short periods of time.
For show jumping. You should have brought a cheap Windtack out of our shed.
No, I should have bought a seat saver.
Oh, we have those too. But seriously, the cheap Windtack out of our shed is super comfy.
Oh.
It might be comfier than my like high quality saddle. It's definitely comfier than my stock saddle. I like it. And we have extra wide gullets. Are you bridling then?
No, well.
Oh yeah, me too then.
Didn't video breakfast or anything, my phone was charging, but it was the same as every other day on my little silly cooker that I can't use and my good cast iron frying pan, which everything sticks to, apparently, just on the Cavalcade, just to make breakfast harder. We are gearing up, getting ready to head out for the day. Shorter ride today, thank God. My bum is already sore. I've only been here for like 20 seconds sitting on this horse.
Haven't filmed much because I'm kind of jig-jogging a bit. Well, not jig-jogging, just trotting to keep up. Honestly, the pace today is pretty good. But Ned is being like super, like arguably a 10 out of 10. Except for one massive head flick that landed both of his reins on one side of his neck, but he kind of does that. And Storm is being good too, no problems. I think every time I talk about Storm, I'm like, oh yeah, he's fine. He's kind of a weird guy, but not in a bad way. Anyway, we'll catch up here and get super bouncy. It's definitely a bit rainier around today compared to our usual super sunny, but that's fine. It's still nice and warm. It's not raining on us, it's raining on the hills, so hopefully it stays up on the hills because I'm not wearing a jacket. There's a jacket in the wagons. Anyway, check in later, but so far so good. Ned being really awesome. Fingers crossed it stays that way. They got their little team. It's kind of nice. The red matches the red in the blinkers.
Yeah. Having another wee lunch stop. Not lunch stop. I'm hungry, can you tell? It's nowhere near lunch.
What time even is it?
I don't know. Not lunchtime.
Oh, he always poos the entire time I ride him. He just keeps pushing until there's nothing left.
What time is it?
Still out too.
What time is it?
Oh, it's 10:30.
10:30. A couple more hours to lunch. Ooh. Hopefully not much. Don't jump it, Jamie. Good boy.
No, I hadn't hit record yet. Having a drink. It's a bit murky, but horse doesn't mind.
It just fell in it.
It's also a little bit soft. Yeah, it wasn't murky before, but a couple other horses kind of fell in it.
Well,
It's a bit boggy. But got one more chance at drinking. He does love water. Ned's like, that attacked me. No way am I gonna do that again. It was pretty wet too. Look at Katie's pants, my pants. It's not too bad.
Not by the lake. Storm's not really admiring the lake though. He does not like standing still.
Beautiful location for a tantrum.
This is a beautiful location for a tantrum. His head is stuck down. There's nowhere for him to go. I don't think you can hear that, but that was Storm kicking the tree. He's just loving it. Poor Ned. Oh.
Oh, put the sunscreen on those white picks, those horses. Oh.
You don't have to hold it. You can let your thingies out of there. Katie's got Che. I don't know if to put that in the vlog. We're just sitting because these seats are just so comfortable compared to those seats. Uncomfortable. Comfortable. Look at those hills. Wow. And the lake. Wow. Look at that big. Whitey. Wow.
The Shire is arguably bigger.
Where's the Shire?
He's got his bum.
Oh. There. That's the Shire. It doesn't really look this big because it's not sideways.
Day 3. Heading back home. Big job. He's walking on long reins, not even holding them. He's really settling down, especially today. But I did have to tie my curb strap onto my reins. I don't know if you can really see it. He just keeps flicking his reins over his head. This is ridiculous. 2 reins on one side is not good. So that seems to be working. He's definitely a little bit less responsive. He's a really big horse when he gets barreling along in his little wound up mood, wanting to trot. So you know that stops the bit from over rotating and actually gives me leverage. But it's okay. I'd rather less leverage and have both reins on each side of his head. But really pleased with him today. We're not far from camp, so hopefully his point score won't change too much between here and there. It is Ned though, so you'd never know.
Here we home. Well, we are home. It's not off yet because we have to walk back to our floats. Storm scores like a 9 today. He'd probably score higher if he was like just 1% more willing to try walking out instead of trying to catch up, but he didn't do anything wrong at all. And what does Ned score today?
Probably like an 8.
An 8? Yeah. He's really good. What does he need to do to score a 10?
Stop throwing his head.
Yeah, okay. Stop throwing his head. Yeah. Katie's used her curb strap as a martingale to hold the reins together so they stop flicking over his ears. So we'll have to come up with something maybe better for tomorrow because you actually do seem to need the curb strap quite badly. Anyway, good day.
This is how we wash the horses. Storm doesn't like to actually drink from the creek, so Jamie has to fill a bucket and then he drinks from it. And then she just gives him a brush down. Ned likes to eat the food, of course he does. Oh, Ned. What are you doing? He hates being brushed with water. Instead of be brushed. Yeah. Oh my gosh, stop. This is what I want to do. I want to brush you with the wet brush. Oh my god. Ned. Yuck. That is disgusting. Dinner.
I hope that one wasn't too spicy. Where's the
Yum.